Hello, you're tuning into Đồng Nai radio and television station, coming first with local news. Yesterday, Vice Chairman of Đồng Nai People's Committee Nguyễn Thị Hoàng had a meeting with the management board of the industrial zones of the province and related departments to listen to reports on the operation situation and problems at industrial zones in the province by 2020 and the first quarter of 2021. Currently, Đồng Nai has 31 out of 35 industrial parks in operation, attracting more than 1,360 foreign invested projects with a total investment of nearly 27 billion USD from 41 countries and territories. In 2020, although being affected by the COVID-19 epidemic, the industrial zones attract nearly 1.3 billion USD, reaching 115% of the annual plan. Particularly, in the first quarter of 2021, there were 10 new investment projects and 19 expansion projects with a total investment capital of 320 million USD. In addition, the provincial industrial zones and related agencies still have difficulty related to land fund, land allocation procedures, and solar power sources. Speaking at the meeting, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thị Hoàng suggested the Department of Natural Resources and Environment, Department of Construction cooperate with the Provincial Industrial Park Management Board to review and to study, to submit to Provincial People's Committee, and creating a clean land fund to continue attracting investment, continue administrative reform, guide businesses to remove procedures for land allocation to investors. Many banks have raised deposit rates in the context of February inflation, rising at the highest rate in the past 8 years. The adjustment of savings interest rates of some banks took place in the context of the highest inflation in February in the past 8 years. Many people said that due to increased inflation, banks had to adjust interest rates. If the interest rates are kept low, it will be difficult to attract people deposits to meet the capital needs when the economy recovers. However, some comments reflect that inflation has not shown any hot signs. The average CPI in the first 2 months of 2021 still decreased by 0.14% compared to the same period in 2020. Therefore, the interest rate hike wave. The interest rate has not spread yet, while the liquidity in the market is still abundant and the demand for credit has not increased. The forecasts are that interest rates will set up a new ground in the next quarter too. Yesterday, the People's Committee of Biên Hòa City held a ceremony to announce their decision and award the certificate of recognition to Thanh Hưng Communal House, Hiệp Hòa Ward, Biên Hòa City. Thanh Hưng Communal House was established in 1836, initially named Thanh Đức Communal House. Communal house associated with the process of execution and development of old Thanh Hưng hamlet. Now it is Nhị Hoa Quarter, Hiệp Hòa Ward, Biên Hòa City, making an important contribution in the process of forming and developing the land of Biên Hòa Đồng Nai in particular and the southeast in general. Over a long period of time, Thanh Hưng Communal House still remains the ancient and dignified features. The original relic elements are preserved in the original states. There is also Sắc Thần Thanh Hoàng Tấn Hưng that has been preserved for nearly 200 years. With the above cultural, historical, and architectural values, Thanh Hưng Communal House has been recognized as the historical architectural art relic at the provincial level. Yesterday, the US, UK, and the European Union (EU) announced to impose sanctions on Chinese officials related to Xinjiang region. According to a statement on the website of the Office of Foreign Affairs Control under the U.S. Treasury Department, 2 new officials added to Washington's sanction list include Vương Quang Trinh, Secretary of the Party Committee of the Manufacturing and Construction Group of Tân Cương, and Trần Minh Quốc, Director of the Tân Cương Public Security Bureau. The Treasury pledged to push the Chinese government accountable for human rights abuse, including arbitrary arrest and torture of Uyghur and other ethnic minorities. Foreign ministers of 27 EU countries have passed sanctions against Chinese individuals and organizations. Similarly, British Foreign Minister Dominic Raab announced that the travel ban and property blockade were imposed on 4 Chinese officials over the Xinjiang problem. China on Monday blacklisted 10 EU individuals and 4 entities in response to Brussels' sanctions against Chinese officials over alleged human rights abuses in the Xinjiang region. The Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs claims that members of the European Parliament have severely harmed China's sovereignty and interests and maliciously spread lies and disinformation. According to Beijing, the individuals concerned and their families are prohibited from entering the mainland, Hong Kong and Macau of China, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said. They and companies and institutions associated with them are also restricted from doing business with China. That is the news for today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.